In the summer of 1878, the town of Lincoln, New Mexico became a powder keg. A feud between rival factions, businessmen, gunmen, and politicians was about to explode into one of the most violent chapters in the history of the American West.
I rode into Lincoln, the air full of smoke. They killed John Tunstall, my oath, my yoke. He raised me like kin gave a boy a name. Now I carries memory through fire and flame. Murphy and Dolan, with blood on their hands, bought up the law, took courts in the land. They paid Sheriff Brady, hired men who would kill, turned deputies into gunmen, and justice stood still. McSween stood tall, law on his side, but in Lincoln that summer, the law had already died. For 5 long days they held that ground, with lead in the air, and no law around. Behind adobe walls they made their stand, with regulators waiting, guns in hand. Food ran low, the fire grew near.
There's no other way out, Alex.
But still they stayed, no sign of fear. We hold up strong in McSween's own place. The regulators ready, death in their face. Charlie and Doc, by lantern light, waiting for justice that wouldn't ride. By Tuesday, the silence was carved by lead. Gunfire roared, though no one lay dead. Shouting from rooftops, breaths in the dust. The law did nothing, the guns did what they must. Inside adobe walls, nerves stretched tight. Each hour dragged slow into the night. On Wednesday morning, the first blood fell. Charlie Crawford dropped, hit clean and well. Fernando Herrera, calm from the Montano door, let loose a sharp's round, dropped him to the floor. Fort Stanton soldiers came, tense and few, but under fire they fled and withdrew. As tempers flared and rifles flew, each rooftop echoed, the violence grew. Day 4, July 18, 1878. By Thursday, the bullets sang all day. No man could move, no child could play. Doc checked ammo, his jaw held tight, while Charlie stared through smoke and light. Inside, Susan stood with grace, as death crept close to that crowded place. On Friday, July 19th, fateful day, they poured coal oil and set it ablaze. At 2 p.m., the flames took hold. From west to east they raged and rolled. Susan fled with children through the smoke, while McSween stayed as the gunfire broke. They dashed through flames, no time to plead, and several men fell, including McSween. Lincoln burned, and the sky turned red. Gun smoke lingered where the fallen bled. They fought for law, but the law had fled, and McSween lay silent, cold and dead. The fire is out, but the scars remain. In the hills of Lincoln, echoes pain.